All right, guys, this video is going to be the most ugliest footage comparison against the R5C and the R5. I pushed the sensors as hard as I could in the worst situations with zero lighting. So this does not represent how good these cameras can look in general when you actually have good lighting and subjects and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, before I start showing the footage real quick, we'll be testing the XF AVC versus the H.265 and both the RAWs. I can already tell you off the bat, I've used the R5C on a handful of gigs already, and I've been blown away by the quality that's coming out of this camera. All right, guys, this is just the log footage coming out of both cameras. You see I then do a grade, and I'm stretching the shadows and the highlights. On the R5, it just instantly falls apart. Both cameras were exposed the same exact ways. I had the RF 15 to 35 on the R5 and the RF 24 to 70 on the R5C. All right, guys, in the next ones, this is RAW mode on both cameras. You can see the R5 just cannot hold up to the R5C. Once you put the R5C in RAW mode, it opens up another stopper to dynamic range, it seems like, in the shadows. All right, guys, sorry about the dirty lens on the R5C. You can blame my dog and her tongue for that. But regardless on that, you can see on the R5C, there's even more color detail just in my glasses. If you look at the background behind me on the R5C, you can see almost every little twig, and on the R5 that gets mushy. Just overall, we're getting a lot more information out of the R5C than we are with the R5 within the same settings. So this final clip is just the R5C in RAW and an XF AVC. You can see, again, when we put it in RAW, this camera just becomes another beast. So originally when I was exposing for the shot on the R5, it was saying at f4, I'm right below peaking on the histogram. But then when I went to the R5C, we have tools like false color. So when you turn on the false color, all that's peaking. The only way to get that on the R5 is just to put on zebras, but zebras aren't the most accurate thing because it's not showing the like everything else in the image. And so on the R5C, I could go down to, you see right around, you're seeing at f8, we're losing a lot of that peaking. But I want to open it up a little bit. I think it's okay to lose some of that. So we'll do 6.3. Let's do 5.6. It's also showing us all the details we're losing in the shadows as well. So again, you can do zebras on here and you can switch back and forth and have different zebra settings, but it's so much more work.